So I'm really about to make my first video totally unscripted. I'm gonna talk on this one, so it's gonna be a little different than the other. Probably have a lot more fun, but I want to say welcome. Uh, haven't posted like in the last week, but I'm gonna drop like two on this one. I hope you like my shirt. I got this shirt for Father's Day. Dad, the toughest job you'll ever love. Oh wow, my 6-year old, she gave me that shirt. I love this shirt. I absolutely love it. The toughest job you'll ever love. I want to talk about, of course, I'm always talking about rebirth, and what I want to talk about love, love and rebirth, rebirth and love, or however that goes. How do you see love? How do you see love? How do you know love? Um, I'll tell you, I didn't really get to know what we call love, which is it's these are words that are put together as spellings, of course, but you can't really describe love when love happens or love is there. It's undescribable. It's a vibration. Okay. It's a vibration. But let me be a little more personal. Let me just say this. I'm not even sure how long this video will be, but what I'm about to say is really true. Okay, so it's what I've experienced. Getting ready to talk about a little bit about me. Probably some of my family that'll see this, they'll be like, "What? I didn't even know that." But yeah. So this is about love, okay, and how you experience love, and not in any particular category, with any particular person, but just in general. So I'll go between the ones that come to mind, and you see if you identify, and we'll go from there. Okay. So again, this whole love thing. So in going through rebirth, and again, you go through many different rebirths. One of the things that you quickly find out is the fact that you're identifying more, you're identifying with self, okay, because you go from outside, and you come back inside. So when you come inside yourself, your psyche, your mind, you get inside of your feelings and emotions, and you start to study yourself, and you start to investigate, why do you think or feel the way that you do? Why do you do the things that you do? How you feel about yourself, your own thoughts about things that you observe outside of yourself, because you immediately start to know that life is this is an experience. Okay, this is an experience. So you're experiencing yourself. You have to experience yourself. Okay, if you don't experience yourself without judgment, you can never fully experience another human being, person that has a name, whoever that might be. Okay, so when in rebirth, when you begin to rebirth, however you're rebirthing, um, love is at the core of everything here. I would call love the highest vibration on earth. There's no higher vibration than what we call love. And again, those are only words to try to describe a indescribable feel that comes from your soul. Okay, so love, LOVE, is only letters put together that forms a word that tries to, or gives a vibrational feel through the word of something that can't even be described. Okay, because what we call love is really a vibration. Okay, so it's a vibration from your soul, remembrance. All right, because you are that. Okay, you are love. You are the very expression of love made manifest. Okay, from the source of what we would call creation. So I had to find that out. I didn't know it for a long time. Okay, it's something that when people start to know that they have not experienced a thing, okay, even within themselves, because what we're programmed in the programming of the world, I would say that we're programmed to go outside of ourselves to find what we're looking for, that which is already inside of ourselves. So learning to love yourself, be kind to yourself, I had to learn these things through rebirth, and in my rebirth, as the things that I was seeing that was being brought back to me. Um, from other time, spaces, and places. So once you are observing, once you're observing your once you're observing your past, things that happened, whether they be vibrations from other lifetimes or whatever. When you're seeing that, you're going to have to know a very high vibration inside of yourself, because there's going to be a lot of things that come to you that you're really not going to. You can't even put into words the vibrational field that it gives you. But when the vibration of love comes, which which is the vibration of peace. Okay. When the vibration of love comes, which is the vibration of peace, you that's when you know, excuse me, I got off because got a call. But when the vibration of, oh my goodness, all right, when the vibration of love comes, sorry about that, I should have put my phone on focus. I told you I didn't even, this video was very candid. But when the vibration of love comes, it neutralizes whatever you're experiencing, okay, with inside of you, which you know that because it brings you to a place of peace. Okay, you become at one with yourself through what we call love, which is a vibration that flows through you from your soul. Okay, so you find yourself at peace with yourself. Okay, you enjoy. I love my dad's shirt. I do. I love it. I mean, I need to put the camera down so I can make sure dad is being shown. But I love my dad's shirt. Salute to all the dads and moms too, but especially the dads, because I'm one. But salute to everyone. All right. So, but when you find that there's something that goes through, comes from your soul, begins to put you at a place of peace, and you become aligned with yourself like never before. So when you do that, everything outside of you, people, it could be children, it could be wife, husband, whoever, people, just in general. Okay, you start to see things differently, and so you start to see things differently. I started to, once I saw it in myself, I looked, I could see the hearts of men and women, okay, which is a vibration. The vibration, by how it was that I observed them, by knowing my own self, my own vibration, and just observing people and how they love themselves by the things that they said, by their actions. This is just with their self, not in what they would do with other people, but just observing, because you check the temperature. That's what you do. We check temperatures when we experience each other. We're checking the temperature of our own self. We're not checking the temperature of someone else. You could do that if that's what you want to do, but you really want to check the temperature of your own self and allow it to be a vibrational field whenever an outside energy comes to you. And so I was able to check temperature, in which I do it all the time. And so, but in the love area, you start to see things differently. You start to see what it really is with the person, what they're bringing. Okay, because whatever they present is what vibration that's flowing through them. Okay, some people are very low vibrational. Okay, some people are extremely high vibrational. And you can discern that by the vibration that's inside of you. We call it love, but by the way you love yourself, when you see yourself, you can see how someone else loves even themselves. And it's so unconditional. Okay. The same way you treat you. All right. You want to be treated the same way you treat you, or should treat you, in kindness, mercy, taking care of yourself, your body, and whatever it is that you need for yourself. And you giving that to yourself first, making sure that you're good. Well, when you see that with yourself and you doing that with yourself, it's easy to see that outside of yourself. It's easy for you to see that with someone else, if they, if they do it with themselves. Are they kind to themselves? Are they merciful? Do they give themselves patience and grace and things like that? And just other things as well. Again, it's vibrational. So when I look at the love of me, through my rebirth, I can see love in others. All right. I'm able to see love through others if they indeed love themselves. So then that opens up something, that opens up a vibrational entanglement and a quantum entanglement. Okay. Now that does not necessarily have to be romantic, or it could be romantic. It's what people search for their entire life, but they very rarely ever find. Why is that? Because they have not found it first in themselves. When a person finds it first inside of themselves, they're able to see if someone outside of them does it with them. Okay. I would advise the person that does not, I would advise you not really do quantum entanglements with them until you see that within them, because they'll never be able to give anything properly back to you, not properly. Okay. And again, I'm not talking anything flesh, or I'm not the physical body, of course. I'm talking energetically. All right. Because you want to see that, you want to see that vibration energetically. That's what you want. You want to see the vibration energetically happening with the side of a person, first yourself. Then outside of you, you want to see it first happen inside of them continuously, with consistency. And you see that and you feel that. You want to feel that consistently in a person. All right. Now I'm more so talking romantic relationships, or however that goes. These are just constructs and words, letters put together to make words that try to describe something that, we don't, because it's all just man stuff and programming. That's all it is. But we're going to use them and we're going to work it. Hopefully you're following. So in the whole romance between people, I'm gonna just say people, because I'm not gonna even get into the gender thing, because genders, love is genderless. I know some of you may not get that. Love is genderless because we're talking energy. When you think love, a lot of times you think physical body, which is why so many people are upset about people having sex changes and this, that, and the other, because you're thinking physical body. You're thinking you're thinking body parts interacting, penises and vaginas and things like that. You get upset about that. You're not thinking vibrationally. Okay. Taking away the body. The body is just a vehicle. Okay. That's all it is. And you have energy in the body, vibration in the body. When that is able to connect with self, inside the self, and then outside the self, and then it makes a quantum entanglement. Does not matter the body. Because the vibration is the pull. Okay, the body is just used as the vehicle. That's it. And so, but when you experience that, it's so unconditional. Come on, it's not judgmental. It's kind. It's merciful. It's friendly. It's welcoming. It's inviting. It hugs. It embraces. It's truthful. It's honest. It's loyal. It's everything. It's indescribable. Come on. I'm just trying to use words and adjectives to describe what that is. But guess what? All of those things you must first feel inside of yourself. If you've never felt those inside of yourself, if you've never been kind, patient, and all those things with yourself, and gave yourself just time and peace. If there's not peace inside of you, how would you ever be able to see peace inside of someone else? And again, I'm talking between what we call what is that? I forgot that particular love. Is it Philo? Anyway, but yeah, I think it is Philadelphia, brotherly love, or whatever. But nevertheless, the love, it's not erotic. Anyways, I'm literally all over the place. But the thing is that but love inside of a person, or children, or how do you give that? How do you receive that? How do you interact with that? Because it really is just energy exchange. It does not matter who it is. We put constructs on people because they're mother, brother, father, sister, boyfriend, husband, wife, this, that, and the other. And the way that but yet the love, or what we call love, is the vibration from that which is inside of us. All right. And it goes outside. So if it's inside, and you knowing that it's inside, then it can easily be transferred outside of you. All right. Transmuted, and it exchanges. All right. How do you explain your love? How do you explain your love? That's a rhetorical question that I think it's a wonderful question for you to internally answer to for yourself out loud. Though I asked you, go ahead and let that question twirl around in your mind on both the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere of your brain, the human and the being. Make it one. And I'm asking you the question: how do you explain your love? How do you explain your love? Okay. How do you, I challenge you, find someone that you absolutely adore, you love, you say you love them in the vibrational field where it feels good. It feels like being in the lazy river and just kind of carrying you on, or being in that ocean and seeing those waves. But how do you feel that which just flows through you, the vibrational feel of this indescribable feeling? I challenge you to tell someone you're close to, explain to them how it is that you see that. How do you explain that to them? How do you explain your love? That's the question. And but not just how do you explain it, but how do you do it? How are you? And really, you have to be love. Come on. If you desire love, you have to be love. I had to figure that out. Come on. I had to figure it out. So I am love. And I know people say that, but what does that really mean? If you are love, all right? If you are, some say, your name's Harold. Yeah, I'm Harold and I am love, but I am also peace. So whatever it is that I'm looking for, come on, I have to become it first. Come on, I hope you just felt that. Whatever it is that you're looking for, you have to become it first. How can you get something outside of you? If it is a desire for you, become it. And what happens then is that there's a gravitational pull. You absolutely have a gravitational pull. And you start to see that people that you thought were, you loved, or that loved you, maybe they don't. Maybe it's not really like that. In many cases, maybe it's not. And you know what? It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. If that's not the case, it's all right. Because the thing is this: you're on a journey. All right, you're on a journey. You're on a journey in this life, and what's coming to you, what's for you, who's for you on this particular journey, and in this particular journey, they're coming. They are. They're coming. They're coming as helpmates. All right, helpmates, friends that love themselves, that are on your pathway. All right, they're coming on your pathway, and they're coming to enter intersect with your, as they're on their path and your path is intersecting. Okay, doesn't matter who they are, and there's a select group of people. It could be few, could be one, could be two, could be five. I don't know. A lot of times the numbers are small, but they have a part inside of them that will help you to remember a certain part of you. Come on, I hope you just felt that. A certain part of you that takes you back inside of yourself to the source or the core of your beingness, all right, which we would call God, but it reminds you, and the highest vibration of that is love on earth, which are just letters put together to form a word of something that's really indescribable. Okay, you can't even put it into words, but you know the vibration of it. You know the vibration of it when it comes. You know what's real. You know what you love to feel. Okay, no matter who you are, how you are, it's inside of us, and so therefore, when it shows up, you're able to feel it, see it, sense it, know it like never before. And in what I would consider could be considered some of my lowest times, but it's really not, because it's just a contrast. But that is where you find love. That is where you find in the solace of yourself, because it's the highest vibration. So in order to know both sides, you have to experience low vibrational things. In the earth realm, we're in a low vibrational place. Okay, the earth is a low vibration, low density, third dimension, very low. Okay, the dimensions go higher. So we're in a low dimensional place. So some people come here to experience. It's just in their charts. I don't know if you ever had your birth chart read, but it's in their charts. They have to experience, according to how it's written for their life, low vibrational times or things or situations. But it's in those places that you are at your highest in your awareness, okay? Because when you are in low places, or low places could be just in your life or going through what you call a super tough time, you on the other side of it, on the other side, some would say the opposite side, on the contrast, it's high. It's your heaven. So let's just say, oh, I'm going through hell. I'm going through a lot. I don't have this. I don't. Okay, well, that's one side of it. That's one side of it. But the other side of it is actually, it's a heavenly place. All right, and you kind of decide which one you're gonna choose the mindset it. Now you can physically naturally be in the low place and, oh my gosh, I don't have anything. And hey, I understand that. I had to go through that, deal with that. But the thing is this, is that can you can know your journey and say, can I make this a heavenly place? Can I make this a high place? What can I do with the space and place that I'm in, with the journey and where I am? Okay, well, that would take you loving yourself, because immediately you're able to see and you're able to ascend even in the midst of your situation. So whatever state you find yourself in, you learn how to be content. You always see the silver lining. I love it. I think I said that in another video. You see the silver lining in the situation, and you see yourself in love, and you see yourself ascending. So I love the story. It says Jesus dies. So you feel like you're in the belly of the beast. Come on, you're in the valley of the shadow of death. Sometimes feel dead. Oh my, and you don't feel love. No one cares about me and all this stuff, right? So you're down there, right? So he dies. He stays down there for 3 days. Watch this story. Or it's really not 3 days, but we'll just say 3. But nevertheless, it wasn't 3. You can't get Friday to Sunday, and that's 3 days. No. Friday night to Sunday morning. No, it's not 3 days at all. But nevertheless, he stays down there however many days. It's just a narrative. And then he resurrects. Come on, you're resurrecting. You're coming up. Come on. Love lifts you from a dead place. Whenever you even think about it, times that you say, I just didn't think I would have nobody. I didn't think God had one for me. And then God sends you someone and they resurrect you from a dead place. Come on. But that first has to happen inside of you. All right. So once you go through the resurrection of life inside of you, okay, you know what that's like. Then you're able to see others, come on, that went through their own resurrection of life, through love, through the purity of it, through the harmony of it, through the feel of it, through the flow of it. You can feel it. Come on. You can feel when someone loves, or what we call in love, or with themselves and then with others. And if they're in love with you. And again, these are just letters as into a word that's really something undescribable, but you can feel the vibration of it. And guess what? I've experienced that. When a man experiences that, oh, things are different. Things are different. When a man starts to love himself, that man, everything about that man changes. It does. I'm serious. Everything about that man, because what happens is I came into a balance like never before. I don't know how balanced you are. You can only observe how balanced you are. I wouldn't say judge, just observe. You know if you're balanced or not. You balance on the inside of you and in your thinking, whether your own thoughts, and you can balance off someone else or whatever you see and how you feel about that. And if you're just observant or you're making judgment, you can easily see your balance. And once I begin to see the balance on the inside of me, and every day I'm balancing more because I'm learning more. I'm a learner. I'm learning in this life, on this journey, on the rebirth. You learn. And once I start to see the balance, I said, wow. Once you start to see the balance inside of you, you can see the balance inside of others. Come on. I married 2 times. Look at that. But I could have never been effectively married to anybody because I'd never married myself. I didn't even love. I didn't know how to do that with me. How can you do that outside of you and you never did it with you? Come on, you can't do that. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. So if you choose to become one, or however that goes, with someone else, you got to first do it with yourself. And then when you do it with yourself, you got to make sure they're doing it with themselves. They've got to first love themselves first. Come on. It's the only way it really works, because, I mean, again, and that's where you make the two one. That's where you make the two one. It has nothing to do with marriage or the construct of that. It's really a vibrational field. It's quantum. It's beyond words. It's not on a piece of paper. Please, there are a lot of people have pieces of paper and things like that they don't even like each other. Come on, some of you are in relationships like that right now. You don't even like each other, but you say you're in a relationship, or you love that person, and maybe you do, but it doesn't really show. You don't even have the vibrational field internally. Outside you do, for others you do, but not even so much for you. Um, and that's just like family sometimes. You love, or you say you love because they're family, but you don't even like to hang out with them. You don't even like to talk to them. Some of you don't even feel comfortable talking. I understand what that's like. I do. So the thing is that you start to see more inside of yourself. You start to give yourself more time, grace, mercy. And so you can see that outside of yourself. And then when you start to entangle, come on, with others, other souls, other people that are human they've gotten into their beingness. Oh, it becomes so special. It becomes absolutely amazing. There's different conversations in that high vibration of love. Because when people love themselves, their conversation is different. I always say love is the highest vibration here on earth, in the earth atmosphere. But once you begin to go beyond that, which is that which you cannot see, that LOVE changes to EVOL, evolve. Come on, like evolution. Come on, EVOL, and it's just changing love around, going to the higher side, evolving. So in love, we go up in love here. Love lifted the Christ, right? He didn't stop there. Love lifted him, and then guess what? The scripture says he ascends. So after love, you evolve. Come on, you go higher. Come on, you don't just stay there. You go to different heights and places. And how high can you take it? How high can you take it first with inside of yourself, though? Come on. How are you doing that with inside of you first, and then outside of you to someone else? Come on. Because some people will never see it, feel it, sense it, know it if they don't first see it through you. You are love. You're what people have been looking for. And I'm just so grateful and thankful that you're sharing on this YouTube with me. We're building. We don't have the best camera, but I'm thankful for the camera we have. I'm telling you, this is just going to go up, and I'm thankful for, I'd say gratitude to all of you. Thankful for just the experience of starting at this place, just rebuilding on this journey, because that's all it is. You don't never have to judge the journey. You okayed the situation already. Everything's working out for your good. Come on here. Because you love yourself. You love the God inside of you, which is you on earth. You're loving all that, and it's working out for your good. Can't you just feel it? Can't you feel that which you cannot see, that which is indescribable? That which is inside of me begins to connect with that which is inside of you that remembers. Come on here. And so there's different conversations, there's different fields, there's different knowings that you have, that you're remembering. And this is why it's so imperative and important, those that you choose to exchange your energy with, that there's a fair exchange. All right, fair exchange. I love to call it a fair exchange agreement. Which goes out comes back in. Come on, and it feels like a tone. It's a tone, a sound. Come on, a sound is coming forth from the soul, from your soul to first your soul to you. Back, come on, it's just going. It's recycling inside of you and then outside of you, and it comes back. You're able to see yourself through someone else, and they're able to see themselves through you. That's pure. That's love. That's a blessing too. That's a pure heart. So I've enjoyed you. I hope you got something out of this rebirth in love and rebirth, loving, all that stuff. I love it. This was just a candid conversation. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something from it. I hope it made sense. We'll do it again. Make sure you get something off that website and get some time. Come on, get some time with me. Check me out on OWL as well. Great low I'm not going to say that. Anyway, check me out on Owl. Get some time. Check me out on my social media. And feel free to, as we're building, help us to build. It's divine self-discovery. Azusa, the rebirth is here. You're being healed right now. Blessings to you. Walk in your healing and go in the highest vibration on earth. I'm Harold Timberlake, and I'm signing out. Peace.